The whitetail deer is the single most dangerous wild animal in North America, and that's obviously not the deer's fault, right? That's automotive society's fault. But I do think that goes to show how frequent and problematic these collisions are. More than 400 drivers killed in deer crashes every year in the U.S. And that's probably a dramatic underestimate, right? I've talked to state troopers who say, yeah, oftentimes you get a single vehicle fatal accident where somebody hits a telephone pole or a tree. Well, that was probably swerving to avoid deer or other wildlife. And then you've got the economic impact, that property damage that you mentioned. We know that the average deer collision costs society more than $9,000 in hospital bills, vehicle repairs, insurance costs. The loss to hunters is factored into that equation as well. And obviously, deer aren't the only big critters out there, right? Here in Colorado, we've got elk. The average elk collision costs something like $21,000 per incident. The average moose collision is more than $40,000, right? Because moose are just so huge, of course, and have much higher driver fatality rates. Collectively, all of these large animal crashes are costing the U.S. more than $10 billion with a B every year.